Hey guys, it's Mendocino Tech Guru here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to upgrade the RAM and SSD on your MacBook Pro 2012. So, the things you're going to need for this, you're going to need an SSD, a solid state drive, a hard drive of at least 8 gigabytes or more, and your RAM memory. So right here I have your T6 Torque screwdriver and your standard Phillips screwdriver. That's what you're going to need for this. So I have the MacBook Pro right here. Flip it to the bottom. So right here I get one of the bits, one of these standard Phillips screwdrivers, and you just start unscrewing each individual screw. So I start off with the first one here. Make sure you have some magnetic mats of some kind, or just a way to organize all your screws. You want to put them back in the placements that you take them out. So right here I have some standard phone magnetic mats, so I'm just putting them on that, and then just take them out one by one. It's a lot easier to start off on a clean surface, so usually give your MacBook a good wipe down or clean with some standard rubbing alcohol. So I'm just putting the screws here on the mat here. Just gently lift from the back and the cover should come right off. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to disconnect the power source, the battery, which is right here on the right side. Just gently pull on it. Now that it's disconnected from power, there's two Phillips screwdrivers at the top, or two Phillips screws at the top right here. So just proceed with your Phillips screwdriver. Just take them out. Once you have the Phillips screwdrivers out, you can take out this tiny bracket that it holds in place. This little bar right here. Just put it to the side. You could just pull up on the hard drive and disconnect the flex cable right there on the side. Alright, now once that's disconnected, there's these T6 Torque screws. You're going to want to take those out, put them on a magnetic mat as well. When you put these T6 Torque screws onto the new hard drive, you're going to want to put them in the same corresponding slots that they were in on the previous hard drive. Alrighty, so you're going to get your new SSD, your new solid state drive, and on these corresponding slots you're going to put the new T6 Torque screws here. Alrighty. Now once you have all the screws in place, you're going to want to reconnect the flex cable right there on the side. And on the bottom, there's these corresponding holes that the screws go into. So you're just going to want to slide those in and then just push the SSD down. There you go. Now it's in place. Now you're going to want to push on the sides here next to the RAM. The RAM's going to pop up, and then you just pull the RAM memory out. The bottom RAM was a little hard to get to. Alright, so now once you have the RAM out here, you're going to want to get your new sticks of RAM right here. I have 16 gigs of RAM in total, 8 gigs each. So you're going to want to make sure that the long side of the RAM is on the left side, and the shorter side of the RAM is going to be on the right side. So just going to make sure that the slots are facing upward. So you start with the bottom one. Slowly just insert it, just push, and then just push it down. Same thing with the top one. Just gently push it in. You'll hear a small corresponding click, and then you'll push it right down. There you go. Then just reconnect your power supply, reconnect that little small ribbon cable that we disconnected at the beginning of the video. Now you're going to want to put that bracket back over the SSD, the bracket that was holding the Phillips screws. Alrighty, there we go. So you're going to want to get your bottom cover. Just push it at all angles. Make sure it's on securely. And you're going to want to get the same corresponding screws that you had at the beginning of the video that you had on the mat. Just put them back in order. You're going to want to get your USB thumb drive, and you're going to make sure that it has a bootable Mac OS, which you can watch another video to do. It has the bootable Mac OS Mojave on the thumb drive. So you're going to power on your MacBook Pro here by holding the Options key. Now once you pop that up, you're going to come here to this screen, you're going to type in your Wi-Fi, and you're going to get the loading screen. Once the screen is fully loaded, you're going to click on Disk Utility. Once you click on Disk Utility, you click on your Samsung SSD drive here. You click on Erase to format it. You can name it whatever name you want, and then you click on it. Mac OS Extended Journal. Click Erase. It'll be correctly formatted. Then you exit that, and then you go and click on Install Mac OS. You can see right there it's Mac OS Mojave from the thumb drive. You select your hard drive right there, the SSD. Click Next, and then it'll continue down. And you'll get, eventually after a sequence of screens, you'll get here setting up your Mac when it's finishing up the process. What you want to make sure when it's all set up is you're going to want to make sure that the memory and the SSD is recognized by the computer. So if you click on About Your Mac in the top left, you can see there in memory it's got the 16 gigs of RAM and it's got the 500 gigs of SSD. Well, I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and you'll see me in the next video.